But with this lab, what you're going to do is you're going to be playing around in the, so on the bottom of my screen, I'm going to go to the lab portion of this. And let's stop this real quick. And let's go. It'll probably open up in the fashion such as you'll see here. And you'll be modifying various pieces of this pendulum, which will swing back and forth. It's pretty fun once you play around with it. But in the top right corner, you will vary the length of the cord. Also in this little box, you will change the mass. You can see the mass changes in size on your screen. There'll be a time where you'll change gravity as well. I think you go from 9 to 10 to 11. And in all these instances, you're going to want to leave friction 0, even though that this is not reality. There's very few systems where there is 0 friction. But for purposes of our experiment, we'll leave it as 0 friction so that we can see what goes on for an infinite period of time. In the bottom left corner, you will also be asked to measure the period. So as after you swing out and bring this to a certain point, let's just say I'll bring it out to 16 degrees, you'll hit the play button for the yellow period box. You can move the period wherever you want. It'll measure. You can see the actual period itself there. Okay, so it shouldn't change as it swings. And you can go into these other areas as well, just to kind of get a sense of what's going on here. This is a pretty cool simulation. You can see the energy level. You can increase the size of the graph for this swing period. You could slow it down as well on the bottom of the screen. I'm pressing the slow radio button and it slows it down. You can see on the far left side how potential energy reaches a max at various points. So it reaches a max at the high point. And then on the left side, kinetic energy reaches a max at the midpoint, which basically means at this point here, I'll stop it, is where the velocity reaches a max. And so, again, I'll send it back to normal. You can see how these things swing. You can again see the period trace if you want. There's a stopwatch. In our example, we were gonna, if we were in class, we would actually figure out the period by using a stopwatch. But that's the cool part of this portion of the lab. It figures out the period for us without the stopwatch. There's a ruler as well. So this last graph, this last lab where it says lab on the bottom of your screen, basically has all the different features from the intro, the energy. It has all of these all in one, so you can kind of play around with it at your leisure. So this lab will be due on May 6th. I have adjusted all the labs to be turned in by May 6th so that it gives you some freedom. This one is pretty straightforward. Again, just submit one per group and hopefully everything will work out. Give me a call, shoot me an email. I will today be available via a phone. You can give me a call, 727-791-2503. If we need to Skype or go through a Zoom video where you can see this visually, you need some help on this or any other lab, feel free to give me a ring. Other than that, I hope everything goes well for you this semester. Take care.